Namaste. A very warm welcome to everybody who has joined us here for this web series to learn Amma's Ashtotara Shadanamavali, where we are learning how to chant Amma's Ashtotaram, 108 names, how to chant and how to pronounce it correctly. Today we will be starting with the 73 mantra, for which I might invite Mokshamba Swamiji. Swamiji, please welcome and enlighten us.
Today we will be going through mantras 73 onwards, 73 to 81. And I still hope that, as I had requested yesterday also, please go on to the YouTube and I want to see your comments on those videos. Not necessarily on the videos, but how is it impacting and what did you learn from which mantra or which pronunciation or which meaning did you learn from that? Two reasons. One, so that I know how much it is benefiting you. Two, that it inspires others also to listen to them. All right. So without any further ado, let's start with today's mantras 73 to 81. Very beautiful mantras. But before we go to that, I have one quick disclaimer. Yesterday, 66th mantra, which we did, there was some confusion because the text from which I had taken the English meaning, which you don't see here now, you saw it yesterday, a different meaning. It said, who like Krishna is playful. But then I found another text, another printed book, which had the meaning which I was hoping to see. So let me re-explain this mantra and then we'll go to the 73rd mantra. Okay. So we'll first go through the word by word. This is the 66th mantra. Om, Om, Swaira Dhushita, Vedaye, Namah. Om, Swaira Dhushita, Vedaye, Namah. All right. Now let's look at the meaning. Now here, Swaira Dhushita, this word, it's a combination of Swaira and Adhyushita. Swaira and Adhyushita. What do they mean? Swaira means unrestrained, self-willed, without any restraint, without any stoppage, without any restrictions. जिसे हम हिंदी में कहेंगे स्वेच्छा, स्वच्छंद होके, स्वतंत्र होके, बिना किसी रोक टोक के. Swaira. And Adhyushita means to occupy or to inhabit. To occupy or to inhabit. Adhyushita. Vedaye, it comes from Vedi. Vedi means an altar or a pedestal. But mostly this is used in the sense of altar used in yajna, fire sacrifice, which was very common in India and still is. In Vedic times also, when they used to do yajna, there used to be an altar where offerings were made. Even now, when we talk about temples, whether it is in one's home or outside, we talk about altar. So that altar is Vedi. It's mostly used in that sense. So if you look at the Samasa Prakriya, the compound word, how this word, the entire thing came up, this mantra, Om Swaira Dhushita Vedaye Namah. It is Swairena Adhyushita Vedihi Yaya Sa. We are talking about that Amma who has willingly settled on the altar, who has willingly inhabited or occupied the altar on her own will. It's a very, very deep meaning, actually. If you look at the English and the Hindi meaning, only I feel, in my opinion, this is only a gross meaning which is given. In English, it says, salutations to her who leads her programs playfully on the dais. So here they have taken Vedi to mean dais. Perhaps because in Malayalam language, Vedi is used for stage also, the dais, where the programs are held. And Hindi also has a similar meaning, manch. Manch means stage. Manch par swachhand, swatantra, virajman. Amma ko namaskar. Swachhand comes from swaira. Virajman comes from adhyushita. Manch par swachhand virajman amma ko namaskar. But now here it is important to understand, to look at the inner meaning of this mantra. Vedi here, as I said, traditionally refers to the Vedi or the altar which was in the yajnas, in the fire sacrifices. That is the Vedi that is being spoken about here. So it is not only to be understood as dais or stage. If we understand it as stage, or we want to take this meaning, then I would rather take a little more deeper meaning of it, that the dais or the stage of life on which Amma is expressing herself playfully and independently, without any restraint, without any restrictions, because that is her nature. But now, actual meaning which I feel, an alternative meaning which I am offering, is that Amma has offered, sacrificed herself at the altar of the yajna to serve the world. ये मैं आपको जो दूसरा इसका अर्थ दे रहा हूं, जो मेरी समझ में ठीक बैठता है, कि अम्मा ने, वो अम्मा, उनको नमस्कार है जिन अम्मा ने अपने आप को अर्पित किया है, बलिदान दिया है उस यज्ञ में। किस यज्ञ में? इस संसार की भलाई के लिए, इस संसार की सेवा के लिए अपने आप को जो झोंक दिया है उस अग्नि में। That Amma has sacrificed herself into the yajna to serve the world. That, in my opinion, is the actual meaning or the intended meaning of the mantra drishta. Respected Ottur Unnikrishnan Namboodiripad. So I think that is the meaning that can also be considered as an alternative meaning. But you can go with this meaning also, which is given in the text. But then don't think of it only as the, that Amma who leads her program playfully on the dais, meaning a gross program stage, which is also true. If you look at Amma's programs also, she's so playfully and beautifully, like a flowing river, independent of everything, like a flowing river without any restraint. She is conducting the programs. But her entire life is like that river. As Amma often says, that I am like a river. मैं नदी की तरह बहती हूं, प्रेम की नदी, जिसमें कोई रोक टोक नहीं है, कोई रुकावट नहीं है. तो वो अर्थ भी ले सकते हैं. लेकिन जो दूसरा मैंने आज अर्थ दिया, कि अम्मा ने अपने आप को स्वैराधुषित, अपनी इच्छा से उस ऑल्टार में, उस वेदी में, उस यज्ञ की उस वेदी में अपने आप को समर्पित कर दिया है. किस लिए? संसार के लिए, संसार की सेवा के लिए, संसार के कल्याण के लिए. तो वो मतलब मेरे ख्याल से ज्यादा ठीक उचित रहेगा. लेट्स लिसन टू द मंत्रा 3 times.
ॐ स्वैराधुषतवेदये नमः. ॐ स्वैराधुषतवेदये नमः. ॐ स्वैराधुषतवेदये नमः.
All right. So now let's go to the first mantra of today. Mantra number 73. We'll first do word by word. Om, Om, Jihva, Jihva, Jihva. Leadha, Leadha. Not lead, Leadha, Dha, D-H-A. Leadha. Maharogi, Maharogi. Bibhats, Bibhats. Vranita, Vranita. त्वचे त्वचे नमः. ओम जिह्वा लीढ़ महारोगी बीभत्स व्रणित त्वचे नमः. Now let's look at the meaning one by one. So the first word which you see, jihva, means tongue, tongue, tongue. Leedha, leedha means licked, like eating or licking. Licked, Licked. Maharogi, Maharogi means people with the terrible diseases or somebody with a terrible disease, very bad disease. Bibhats, Bibhats means disgusting, very loathsome, very disgusting, hideous. जिसको देखकर ही एक घृणा सी आए, बीभत्स. लीड का मतलब चाटना, लीड, जिह्वा तो जीभ. व्रणित, व्रणित, व्रणित मीन्स wounds or wounded, wounded. Wounds or ulcers or sores, घाव, बहुत बुरे घृणित घाव जो हैं उनको कहते हैं व्रणिता. त्वचे, त्वचे, इट कम्स फ्रॉम त्वच. त्वच मीन्स स्किन, स्किन, स्किन रिलेटेड. So now the meaning is clear. Salutations to her who licks with her tongue the festering or disgusting ulcers or sores or wounds of people stricken with terrible diseases. Licks, leader. Tongue, jivva. Festering ulcers, bhibhatsa vranita. People stricken with terrible diseases, maharogi. That skin has not been put here in the English, but that has to be understood, that you can add. The skin, people stricken with terrible skin diseases. And in Hindi it says, महारोगी के सड़े अवयवों, सड़े हुए, सड़े गले अवयवों के बीभत्स एवं घृणित, घृणित घाव जिन अम्मा ने जिह्वा से चाटे थे, उन अम्मा को नमस्कार. I hope you know this incident. This is from Amma's biography. Many years back, there was a person named Dattan, Dattan the leper. I think most of you may know. Dattan the leper. And Amma had literally licked his festering wounds. And I think there is still a video somewhere on the YouTube where Amma is licking his wounds. And many people could not even stand that sight. I was told that one senior Swami even fainted when he saw that. He just could not stand somebody doing that kind of a thing. That shows Amma's compassion, that shows Amma's love. And in fact, we are all stricken with the terrible disease of samsara. And Amma is in one way licking us also all the time of our festering ulcers. She's licking our festering ulcers, the ulcers of our mind, our thoughts, our vasanas, our bad tendencies. So let's listen to this mantra with the Shruti now.
ॐ जिह्वालीढ महारोगिभिभत्सव्रणतत्वचे नमः। ॐ जिह्वालीढ महारोगिभिभत्सव्रणतत्वचे नमः। ॐ जिह्वालीढ महारोगिभिभत्सव्रणतत्वचे नमः।
Okay, mantra number 74. One by one first. Om, Om, Twagroga, Twagroga, Dhvamsa, Dhvamsa. Don't say Dhvansa, it's M, Dhvamsa, not Dhvansa. In Hindi, sometimes they say Dhvansa. No, Dhvamsa. This is Sanskritam. Nishnata, Nishnata, Nishnata. Gauranga para, Gauranga para. Murtaye, Murtaye Namah. Om Twagrogo Dhvamsa Nishnata Gauranga Paramurtaye Namah. One by one, meaning Twagroga is a combination of two words, Twag and Roga. So that means usually it is used to denote leprosy, because that Dattan, the leper, he was a leprosy patient. So leprosy is called Twagroga. But if you break it, Twag means skin and Roga means disease. So Twagroga actually means leprosy. Dhvamsa, Dhvamsa means to destroy, to reduce to ashes, to destroy, to remove. In this context, to remove, to destroy. Nishnata. Nishnata means very skillful, very learned, very adept, very skillful. Nishnata. Gauranga para. Gauranga para. So here Gauranga is one and then apara. It's a combination of two. Gauranga and apara. Gauranga means it refers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Most of us would have heard about him. He was also a God-realized saint. Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Apara, apara. Apara has multiple meanings like any other Sanskrit word. Here in this context, it means similar or same. Similar or same. And then Murtaye, Murti. Murti means manifestation or form or figure. Now let's look at the meaning. Salutations to her who is like. That like comes from apara, apara. Like who? Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga, Gauranga. Who is like Shri Chaitanya and is adept, Nishnata, in removing Dhvamsa, skin diseases, Twagroga, or leprosy. Hindi it says, त्वचा रोग का निवारण करने में निपुण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की अपर मूर्ति अम्मा को नमस्कार. Meaning just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was adept in removing skin diseases, Amma is also adept in removing skin diseases. I bow down to that Amma. Let's listen to the mantra with the Shruti.
ॐ त्वग्रोगध्वंस निष्णात गौरांगा परमूर्तये नमः। ॐ त्वग्रोगध्वंस निष्णात गौरांगा परमूर्तये नमः। ॐ त्वग्रोगुध्वंसनिष्णातगौराङ्गापरमूर्तये नमः।
So this mantra and even the previous mantra where we looked at Jibva lead Maharogi Bhibhatsa Vranita Tvachaye Namah. Both of these mantras are trying to portray that compassion of Amma to take our diseases. At a gross level, yes, diseases of skin or whatever. But at a subtle level, all our diseases, our mental diseases, our intellectual diseases, and of course, bodily diseases. Some prarabdha which we have to go through, we have to go through. That we cannot avoid. That even Mahatmas will not, interrupt in that. But once someone completely and selflessly offers themselves, surrenders themselves to the self-realized master or a saint like Amma, avatar, then he or she, in whatever form they have manifested, they take care of curing these diseases at multiple levels: physical, mental, intellectual, spiritual, all of that. All right, let's go to the next mantra. Om, Om, Steya, Steya, Himsa, Himsa, not Hinsa. That Hindi people in North usually pronounce this as Hinsa with an N. That is in Hindi, but in Sanskritam, Himsa, M. Surapanadya Shesha Dharma. Surapanadya Shesha Dharma. Surapanadya Shesha Dharma. Vidvishe, 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 Namah, Namah. Om Steya Himsa Surapanadya Shesha Dharma Vidvishe Namah. Okay. Now let's look at the meaning one by one. The first word, Steya. Steya means stealing or robbery, stealing, the act of stealing or act of robbery. There is a similar word, stena. Stena means to steal. To steal. Stena. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a shloka, I think in the 3rd chapter, where Lord Krishna says that those who enjoy what is given to them without making any offerings in return, without offering anything back to the society or anything back to others, they are the thieves. They are the thieves. So there he uses this word, stena. Anyway, so steya here means stealing, chori karna, steya. Himsa, himsa means violence, injuring others, दूसरों को कष्ट पहुंचाना, हिंसा. Surapanadya Shesha Dharma. Now here multiple words have combined. First is Surapana. Surapana. Surapana means, in today's context, you will say drinking liquor and getting drunk. Surapana. Drinking liquor. Or even eating anything that promotes drinking. That is also Surapana. Eating things which are promoting intake of liquor. So in general, intake of liquor or any intoxicants, not just liquor, any intoxicant, even drugs, substances, substance abuse, what we say substance abuse, any sort of intoxicants, surapana. Surapanadya Shesha Dharma. So here, Adi word is also used. Adi means etc. I have told you, etc. Surapanadi. And then Ashesha. So it becomes Surapanadya Shesha. Actually, it is Ashesha. Ashesha means entirely, wholly, completely. Ashesha. And then Adharma. Adharma. Unrighteousness. injustice. So, Surapana means to drink liquor, Adi means etc. Ashesha means wholly, entirely. Adharma means unrighteousness. Then Vidvishe, which comes from Vidvish. Vidvish means to detest, to hate, to dislike. किसी चीज से नफरत करना, घृणा करना. Now let's look at the meaning. Now meaning is very simple to understand. Salutations to her who strongly disapproves with dvishe of bad qualities, adharma, like what? Stealing, steya, injuring others, himsa, using intoxicants, surapana, etc. Adi. One word which is missed here in the English meaning, they could have also used who disapproves of all bad qualities, ashesha. Not just bad qualities, unrighteous behavior also, adharma. All bad qualities and unrighteous behavior, like stealing, injuring others, using intoxicants, etc. Hindi it says chori, steya, chori, himsa, madhyapan मतलब शराब पीना या कोई और नशा करना, सुरापान, आदि सभी अधर्म कृत्यों, दिस इज मच बेटर, अशेष अधर्म, सभी अधर्म कृत्यों से घृणा करती विद्विषे अम्मा को नमस्कार. लेट्स लिसन टू द मंत्र 3 times.
ॐ स्तेय हिंसा सुरापानाद्य शेषा धर्म विद्विषे नमः. ॐ स्तेय हिंसा सुरापानाद्य शेषा धर्म विद्विषे नमः. ॐ स्तेय हिंसा सुरापानाद्य शेषा धर्म विद्विषे नमः.
Now a piece of caution, when we pronounce this, these words may seem like shesha and dharma, but actually, because of that sandhi and samasa prakriya which has happened, it is actually ashesha and adharma. But when combined, it becomes like this, surapana adyashesha dharma. But actually it is ashesha and adharma. A very interesting incident I'll tell you. I'm reminded many years back, I think about 18 years back, while Amma was one day giving satsang on a Tuesday. This was in Kali temple, and in those days we used to write our questions on a piece of paper, and we used to keep it near Amma's pitham. And when Amma used to come, she used to look at the questions and then select some questions and then answer. So about 18 years back, roughly, I had once put a question which was regarding this mantra. So I had asked Amma, this mantra number 75 says that salutations to Amma who disapproves of the bad qualities, who hates bad qualities like stealing, injuring others, etc., etc. But I see that all kind of people come to Amma. Even people who drink liquor, even people who steal, even people who injure others, they are also coming to Amma. And Amma is loving everybody. Amma is not rejecting anybody. मैंने अम्मा से ये प्रश्न पूछा था 18 साल 20 साल पहले कि अम्मा इस मंत्र में तो लिखा है कि अम्मा ऐसे अधर्म कृत्यों से बहुत घृणा करती हैं, लेकिन आप तो सबको गले लगाते हो, जो अधर्मी हैं, जो मद्यपान करते हैं, हिंसा करते हैं, उनको भी आप गले लगाते हो, क्यों ऐसा? तो फिर मंत्र में ऐसा क्यों लिखा है? Why is it written like this in mantra and but you are accepting everyone? So Amma smiled and she laughed a lot. She kept on giggling and laughing for a long time. And then Amma gave a beautiful answer. Amma said, my dear son, For Amma, everybody is like Amma's child. Amma does not hate the sinner. Amma hates the sin. Amma does not hate the sinner. Amma hates the sin. Amma doesn't hate the one who has bad qualities. But Amma does not approve of bad qualities. That was such a beautiful thing. And then Amma said, I'm like a doctor. I cannot reject any patient. And the very meaning of the patient is somebody who has a disease, who has come to me. Who has come to me. I cannot reject them. So I have to operate on them to remove those bad qualities, because I don't like bad qualities. And for that, I first give the anesthesia of my love. And then I do the Guru Bhava. I take the Guru Bhava. And then I do the operation. अम्मा ने बड़े प्यारे तरीके से कहा था कि बेटा, मैं पापी से नफरत नहीं करती, मैं पाप से नफरत करती हूं। मैं बुरे कर्मों से, उनसे घृणा करती हूं, बुरा कर्म करने वाले से नहीं, क्योंकि मैं तो मां की तरह हूं, मेरे लिए सब बच्चे हैं। तो एक डॉक्टर जैसे किसी मरीज को दुत्कार नहीं सकता, उसके लिए तो मरीज, सभी मरीज एक जैसे हैं और वो सभी मरीजों को स्वीकार करता है। और मरीज का अर्थ ही यही है जिसमें रोग हो, और मेरा काम है उनको निरोग करना। और निरोग करने के लिए पहले मैं प्रेम के द्वारा उनको एनेस्थीसिया देती हूं, उनको बेहोश करती हूं और फिर गुरु भाव लेकर एक वैद्य की तरह उनकी चिकित्सा करती हूं। सो दैट वाज अम्मा's ब्यूटीफुल रिप्लाई। एंड see, even I think when the mantrakara has written these mantras, I see how the relation is. That is why the previous two mantras, that Jivva Lead Maharogi Bhi Bhatsa Vranita Tvache Nama Tvagrogo Dhamsa Nishnata Goranga Paramurte Nam. So these diseases have to be understood not just as skin disease or physical diseases. Even all these Teya, Himsa, Surapana Adi, Ashesha Adharma, these are all bad qualities, these are all bad tendencies, these are all the diseases. And we all have some proportion of this. हम सब में ये है, थोड़ा बहुत है, हमें पता नहीं चलता है। और अम्मा इसीलिए हमारी चिकित्सा लगातार कर रही हैं। तो ऐसी अम्मा को बारंबार नमस्कार है। Salutations to such mother who is doing the job of doctor to help us get rid of these diseases. All right. Mantra number 76. Om, Om, Tyaga, Vairagya, Tyaga, Vairagya, Maitriadi, Maitriadi, Sarva, Sarva, Sadvasana, Sadvasana, Pushe, Pushe, Nama, Nama. Om Tyaga Vairagya Maitriadi Sarva Sadvasana Pushe Nama. Now let's look at the meaning one by one. Tyaga, everybody knows. Our ashram motto itself says Tyage nahi ke amritatva manashu. Tyaga means renunciation. Tyaga, renunciation. Vairagya. Vairagya means dispassion. I had discussed this in the previous session also. Dispassion. What is Nitya? What is Anitya? First, discrimination, and then dispassion towards what is Anitya. Vairagya. Anitya se Vairagya. Maitriadi, Maitriadi. Now this is a combination of Maitri and Adi. Maitri and Adi. Maitri means friendliness. Friendliness. Adi means etc. Etc. Sarva. Sarva means all. Sadvasana. Sadvasana means good qualities. Good qualities or good tendencies. Especially those who are those tendencies which are coming from our subconscious mind, the deep latent impressions that have gone into our chitta, in our memory, you can say. Those sadvasana, good tendencies. Pushe namah. Pushe means, it comes from push, which means to nurture, to encourage, to nourish, to promote. So now meaning is clear. Salutations to her who encourages, push, not English push. Okay, pushe nama, encourages the development or the cultivation. That also comes from push, of good qualities, sadvasana, like renunciation, tyaga, dispassion, vairagya, love or friendliness, maitri, friendliness, etc. And in that etc., love, compassion, all of that comes. In Hindi, त्याग, वैराग्य, मैत्री, मित्र भाव आदि समस्त सद्भावों को बढ़ाती अम्मा को नमस्कार, प्रोत्साहन करती, पुषे, उसका पोषण करती अम्मा को नमस्कार. Let's listen to the mantra.
ॐ त्याग वैराग्य मैत्र्यादि सर्व सद्वासना पुषे नमः. ॐ त्याग वैराग्य मैत्र्यादि सर्व सद्वासना पुषे नमः. ॐ त्याग वैराग्य मैत्र्यादि सर्व सद्वासना पुषे नमः.
Okay, mantra number 77. Om Padashrita, Manorudha, Manorudha, Dussamskar, Raho Mushe, Namah. Om Padashrita Manorudha Dussamskara Raho Mushe Namah. Now let's look at the meaning. Padashrita. It's a combination of pada and ashrita. Padashrita means one who has taken refuge in the lotus feet, her lotus feet, Amma's lotus feet. जिसने अम्मा के चरण कमलों में आश्रय लिया हो, पादाश्रित. मनोरूढ़, मनसि रूढ़म इति मनोरूढ़. रूढ़म इत्युक्ते आरूढ़म. That which has gone into the mind, that which has, you can say, taken control of the mind. Like, for example, if you have to ride a horse, you get on to the horse first. So that is called arudha, to get on, to take control, to take charge. Manorudha. So similarly, to go into the mind or to take control of the mind. Dussamskara. Dussamskara means bad tendencies of the mind. Dussamskar, bad tendencies of the mind. Raho Mushe. Now here, again, this is all samasa and a lot of things are happening internally, but just to give you at least a understanding of what this means. Rahaha, with the visarga, rahaha means secretively, without anybody witnessing. Raha. And mush, raho mush. Mush comes from mush dhatu. Mush dhatu means robbing or taking away. or stealing, you can say, taking away. Mush. It also means to set free. To set free. Okay. So all these multiple meanings are there. Now let's look at the overall meaning. Salutations to her, salutations to Amma who steals away. Steals away. That stealing comes from mush. Steals away all the bad tendencies. Bad tendencies, dussamskara, from the hearts of those or from the mind of those, both same thing, from the mind of those who have taken refuge in her lotus feet, padashrita, padashrita, who have taken refuge in her lotus feet. But a slight more modification can be done so that the entire essence is captured. So here manorudha it says. So it would be better to say salutations to her who steals away all the bad tendencies by taking control or by getting into the minds of those or hearts of those who have taken refuge in Amma's lotus feet. And she does this very secretively, without us even noticing, because we are under anesthesia. And she gets into our mind and does the cleaning work secretively. Hindi it says, पादाश्रित भक्तों के मन में विद्यमान बुरी वासनाओं को गुप्त रूप से, here they have captured that meaning very nicely. In English it is not there. गुप्त रूप से, हमें भी समझ नहीं आता है, क्योंकि अम्मा ने तो अपने प्रेम का एक एनेस्थीसिया दिया होता है, जो गुरु हमेशा करता है, तभी तो वो हम पे चिकित्सा कर सकेगा. गुप्त रूप से उन बुरी वासनाओं को दूर करती अम्मा को नमस्कार है. That only a guru can do, nobody else. This mantra shows how a guru operates on us. Those who have taken refuge at Guru's lotus feet, not everybody. Not everybody. A doctor will only cure the patient who is coming to the doctor. Doctor will not force anybody to undergo a treatment. All right, let's listen to the mantra.
ॐ पादाश्रित मनोरूढ दुःसंस्कार रहोमुषे नमः. ॐ पादाश्रित मनोरूढ दुःसंस्कार रहोमुषे नमः. ॐ पादाश्रित मनोरूढ दुःसंस्कार रहोमुषे नमः.
Mantra number 78. Om Prema Bhakti, Sudha, Sikta, Sadhu, Chitta, Guha Jushe, Namah. Om Prema Bhakti, Sudha, Sikta, Sadhu, Chitta, Guha Jushe, Namah. Prema Bhakti means Premna Bhakti, means devotion filled with love. Prema Bhakti, devotion filled with love. Sudha means, yesterday also we saw, Sudha means nectar or ambrosia. Nectar or ambrosia. This ambrosia is actually, in Greek mythology, they had this concept of ambrosia, after drinking which you will become immortal. So that is the word. Nectar. In Hindi we will say Amrita, or Sanskritam also. Sudha means Amrita. Sikta means drenched or wetted or sprinkled. Drenched. Sikta. Like when you go out in the rain, your clothes get drenched in water. Like that. Drenched. Bhigna. Sadhu. Sadhu means a good person, a pious person, a virtuous person. धार्मिक पर्सन, एक धार्मिक व्यक्ति. साधु. चित्त. चित्त. चित्त means the mind or the heart. Guha jushe. Guha jushe. Guha and jush. Guha means a cave. A cave, guha. And jush means dwelling or possessing. Dwelling or possessing. Now let's look at the meaning. Salutations to her who resides. Who resides. Where? In the cave. Cave, guha. Resides, jush. Dwelling or possessing or residing, jush. In the cave of the hearts of the pious. Hearts of the pious. Sadhu chitta. Pious, sadhu. Hearts chitta. That are drenched. Drenched. Sikta. With the nectar of devotion. Actually, with the nectar of devotional love or love-filled devotion. Prema bhakti sudha. In Hindi, भक्तों के प्रेम भक्ति रूप अमृत से परिपूर्ण हृदय गुफा में निवास करती अम्मा को नमस्कार. अर्थात जिन भक्तों का हृदय प्रेम भक्ति से सिक्त है, भरा हुआ है, भीगा हुआ है, ऐसे साधु जनों को, ऐसे सज्जनों के चित्त में, उनके हृदय रूपी गुहा में जो अम्मा वास करती हैं, उन अम्मा को नमस्कार. लेट्स लिसन टू द मंत्र नाउ विद द श्रुति.
ओम प्रेम भक्ति सुधा सिक्त साधु चित्त गुहाजुषे नमः. ओम प्रेम भक्ति सुधा सिक्त साधु चित्त गुहाजुषे नमः. ओम प्रेम भक्ति सुधा सिक्त साधु चित्त गुहाजुषे नमः.
Mantra number 79. Very, very simple one. Om, Om, Sudha Mani. Sudha Mani. N is retroflex. Na. Sudha Mani. Mahanamne. Mahanamne. Namah. Namah. Meaning, Sudha Mani. I think yesterday also I told you, Amma's original name given by her parents was Sudha Mani. Sudha Mani means it's a combination of Sudha and Mani. Sudha, we know now, nectar. Mani means gem or a precious stone or a jewel, the jewel. So Sudha Mani means the jewel of the nectar, means the best of the nectars, the jewel. Mahanamne means great name. It refers to Amma's name as Mahat, great. So what is the meaning? Salutations to her who has the great name Sudha Mani. Sudha Mani, यह श्रेष्ठ नाम धारण की हुई अम्मा को नमस्कार. Of course, we all know Amma is beyond all names and forms. अम्मा को तो हम अम्मा भी बुलाते हैं, श्री माता अमृतानंदमयी देवी भी बुलाते हैं, कोई लोग सुधामणि भी बुलाते हैं, अम्मा भी बुलाते हैं. तो अम्मा तो नाम और रूप से परे है, लेकिन फिर भी जो नाम उनको माता पिता ने दिया था, उसका आदर करते हुए, उसकी महानता का बखान करते हुए, यहां पर मंत्र दृष्टा कहते हैं कि वो जिनका नाम सुधामणि था, ऐसी अम्मा को नमस्कार. लेट्स लिसन टू द मंत्र विद द श्रुति.
ॐ सुधामणिमहानाम्ने नमः। ॐ सुधामणिमहानाम्ने नमः। ॐ सुधामणिमहानाम्ने नमः।
So even though she is beyond names and forms, but still, because that name was given by her parents, the glory of that great name by which we refer to Amma, that glory of that name, the mantra drashta is telling you. Okay, the second last mantra of the day and one more after this, and then we are done. Om, Om, Subhashita, Subhashita, Sudha, Sudha, Muche, Muche, Namah, Namah. Om Subhashita Sudha Muche Namah. Subhashita means well spoken, or one who speaks well or eloquently. Fine speech. Subhashita. In Sanskritam, we have these small couplets which are called Subhashitam. Very beautiful couplets with very meaningful insights. That is the meaning. Subhashita. Spoken well, speaking well, eloquent. Sudha. Sudha is nectar. I already told you. Muche. Much. It comes from much. Much dhatu means, the root word much means to free, to let loose. We all know of the word moksha. Moksha. Liberation. That word is formed from this dhatu, this root word. Much. Much dhatu. Even the word mumukshu, or the seeker, the spiritual seeker, the seeker of truth, that also comes from the same root word. Much. Much. Freeing or delivering or liberating from. Now let's look at the meaning. Salutations to her whose speech is as sweet, Subhashita. Speech is as sweet, Subhashita, as ambrosia, Sudha. One meaning which they have missed here, which I would like to add, is salutations to her whose speech is as sweet as ambrosia and frees us from all worries and anxieties. मधुर सुवचनामृत की वर्षा करती. ये अपने से इन्होंने वर्षा ऐड किया है, जोड़ दिया है, भाव वही है. मधुर सुवचनामृत की वर्षा करती अम्मा को नमस्कार. और ये भी जोड़ दें, जिन वचनों से हम अपनी परेशानियों से, अपनी मानसिक पीड़ाओं से छुटकारा पा लेते हैं. मुच, वो मुच धातु उसी की ओर इंगित करती है, छुटकारा पाना. So that meaning can be added. Salutations to her whose speech frees us from all the worries and anxieties and is sweet like ambrosia, nectar. Let's listen to the mantra with the Shruti.
ॐ सुभाषित सुधामुचे नमः। ॐ सुभाषित सुधामुचे नमः। ॐ सुभाषित सुधामुचे नमः।
Okay, the last mantra for the day. Om Amritananda Mayyakhaya Janakarna Putaspreshe Namah. Actually, all these dashes which you are seeing are technically not correct, because they are forming one compounded word, samasa. I think the purpose it was done was so that it becomes easier for people to pronounce it. But it's okay, because it is given only as an aid, ताकि आप उच्चारण ठीक से कर पाएं. वास्तव में ऐसा करना नहीं चाहिए। जो बीच बीच में डैश डाल रहे हैं, लकीर जो बीच में डाली हुई है, वो टेक्निकली ठीक नहीं है। खास करके यहाँ पे, especially here, this Amritananda and Mayyakhya should not be broken like this, actually. Because actually it is Amritanandamayi. Amritanandamayi and Akhya. Amritanandamayi and Akhya, or they combine to form Amritanandamayakhya. So it is not Amritananda, then Maya or Mai and Akhya. No. It is Amritanandamayi Akhya. So just be clear on that. So Amritanandamayi Akhya actually should have been written together. But again, I'm not pointing out the mistake or blaming anybody. I think the whole purpose of doing this was to make it easier for people to pronounce it. If they write the entire thing together, people may find it very difficult, especially people not from Indian origin. They may find it very difficult to pronounce the whole thing in one shot. So perhaps that was the intention behind separating it like this. So Amritanandamayi Akhya means, Amritanandamayi we know, Amma's name. Akhya means name or appellation. Akhya means name. Amritanandamayi, name. Akhya. Janakarna. Janakarna is a combination of Jana and Karna. Janakarna means, Jana means masses, public, masses. Karna. Karna means ears. So Janakarna means ears of the masses or the public. Putasprashe. Puta. Puta means, in this context, cavity. Puta. So Karna Puta. Karna Puta means, again, the dash is in the wrong place, but that's okay. Karna Puta means the cavity of the ears, meaning inside the ears. Karna Puta. Sprishe comes from sprisha. Sprisha dhatu, which means something that touches, who or what touches. So now let's look at the meaning. Salutations to her, whose name, Akhya, whose name, as Amritanandamayi, resounds all over the world. Resounds all over the world is not written here, but it's the intended meaning, because when we say Janakarna Putasprashe Nama, means reaching the ears of the masses, reaching the ears of all the human race, you can say, masses. So that means throughout the world, this name has reached, it resounds all over the world. Okay. So word meaning is reaching the ears of the masses, or the inner cavity of the ears of the masses. And the implied meaning is resounds all over the world. So what we say as bhavartha, that is the implied meaning. And shabdartha, or the word by word meaning, is reaching the ears of the masses, or the cavity of ears of the masses. Hindi it says Amritanandamayi नाम से लोगों के कानों में मुखरित होती अम्मा को नमस्कार. And if you add that karna puta, तो हम बोलेंगे लोगों के कानों के अंदर, जो अंदर कैविटी होती है, अंदर मुखरित होती अम्मा को नमस्कार. तो ये इसका शब्दार्थ, इसका शाब्दिक अर्थ है. इसका भावार्थ क्या है कि अमृतानंदमयी नाम से जो पूरे विश्व में प्रसिद्ध है, जो विश्व में जानी जाती हैं उस नाम से, क्योंकि वो नाम सभी कानों तक पहुंच रहा है, उन अम्मा को नमस्कार है. लेट्स लिसन टू द मंत्र 3 times.
ओम अमृतानंदमय्याख्या जनकर्ण पुटस्पृशे नमः. ओम अमृतानंदमय्याख्या जनकर्ण पुटस्पृशे नमः. ओम ॐ अमृतानन्दमय्याख्या जनकर्णपुटस्पृशे नमः।
Okay, so we have finished up to mantras 81. Thank you once again for staying back, and I request you once again that please put your comments on YouTube for all the videos I have uploaded. I want your comments which can tell me how this whole webinar series has helped you. What are the things you have learned? Share that with others, because when others see, they get inspired also.